Hello guys, and welcome to another Plan With Me. This week we are planning the week of my anniversary sale, which was July 1st through the 7th. We are going to be using this happy birthday kit from SPC. Here we are with the boxes, and I just realized I don't have any like box add-ons for this kit, so I'm gonna have to use the baby box, which like I'm not like obsessed with the idea of, but truly beggars can't be choosers at this point in time. And I don't know that I have anything else in this color family that would have like a box I could steal. I'm looking really quick, but it's not really giving the vibes that there will be any boxes anywhere. So I think we're just gonna have to use the baby, and it'll be what it is. It is what it is, you know? But I'm gonna use this, and I'll just use the baby that's in the kit. So I'm just gonna get rid of these babies. And then I am gonna be using a Build Your Own bundle in hollow. Looks the lighting a little bit. I did confetti headers. I just did like everything that just comes with the Build Your Own bundle, and I just picked the balloons underlays. We do have the doodles, and I have my 2 custom Maltese in font choice 9. And we are gonna just jump right on into this. I'm gonna get my inserts from my print impression SPC edit planner. I do not like these 2 kits in a row that I did because they're both very purple, but hey, it's fine. We're just gonna jump right on into it. And like I said, I'm gonna have to use the baby box because I don't have a tall box. And yeah. Okay. Okay. Let us just begin. So, getting into this week. First things first. Monday, we did groceries, got McDonald's, did laundry, and then I worked. I wanted to get like all of the new releases live and get all that stuff situated. So I did do that this day. And then I did film a Plan With Me. Maybe something else. I don't really remember. I did read. I believe I was finishing up a novel love story. I barely, and I mean barely, read this week. I actually don't think I finished it. I think I was continuing on reading a novel love story by Ashley Poston, which was our book club book for July, and I did not like it at all. I thought it was not good. But I was reading that, and then Chris wanted to watch Lars and the Real Girl with me. He was like, he just randomly was like, I really want to watch a movie with you. I want to watch this movie. And I was like, okay, whatever. We have these days of the week from my shop. This is in font choice 5, unfoiled. Also, excuse the blue marker. Oh, for my hands. But, yeah. So, basically, we watched that. I thought it was like a 6 out of 10. Anywho, Tuesday I worked on all of the orders that were placed prior to the sale so that those would all be done and shipped out that week. Then I did lay down a bunch of bases and film a bunch of reels. I'm going to pull up this sheet. This left side of the sheet is called Weekly Essentials in the Shop. The right side is 2023 Sampler. These holes specifically are hole choice 3, and the date numbers are font 5 in hollow. This is also in hollow. But, yeah. So Chris and I went to Cabo Bob's. That's what we do on Tuesdays. We watched some YouTube videos. We apparently also got fast food for dinner. We've just been so bad, you guys. And then I was binge watching Love Island, trying to get caught up, and man, that shit has gotten so juicy. I am so hooked. I was starting to think maybe I don't like the show anymore, but no, I just had to like get into the hook, and now I am hook, line, and sinker every day at 8 o'clock. I'm like, okay, it's Love Island time. But yeah, Wednesday was the shop's 4-year anniversary, so the sale started. I did cook some food for myself. I like prepped taco bowls. So there was that. I played BGA, talked on the phone with my dad. Chris and I went on a little Shake Shack date. Like, we ate inside Shake Shack, but also tell me how all I got was cheese fries and a drink as my meal, and somehow the total was still over $30. Shit was crazy. And then this was the day that I finished a novel love story, and I slept like shit. I was up till 5 o'clock in the morning. My mental health has been not stellar, and whenever my mental health is bad, I usually stay up really late because I have too much anxiety to fall asleep, and then I sleep all day to avoid my problems. So I slept like shit that night, okay? Thursday was the 4th of July, but it was also my friend Mike's birthday, so I marked that. And then I played a bunch of BGA in the morning. Chris and I went for a walk. I was feeling emotional that day. And then we went over to Andrea's house for 4th of July, hung out with the kiddos. And then we had a 4-person game night. What did we play? I know that we played, what was the first thing we played? We played Co-op Night Shift. We played Co-op Night Shift. Maybe on the 4th of July I'll put the baby sticker because I was at Andrea's that day. I feel like that's the only way I can make myself not like hate it there, even though none of her kids are like little tiny babies like that. But we played Flip Town, we played Clever Cubed, which I think we all felt pretty brain dead playing, and then we played Unstable Unicorns Diamond Edition, which is always just fun. Okay, there's like a hair stuck in this other page. Ugh. I'm tragic, you guys. Any hoodly doodle. Then I came home and I watched Love Island. It was Casa Amor. Things were going crazy. So crazy. Friday I slept in, and then Chris and I played some Mario Kart in the morning, and then we went to Snooze for lunch, and they gave me a raw pancake, straight up. Like, I always get the pancake trio there. Oh, the flavor of the week was so good. It was like a Buckeye cookie flavor. It was like a regular pancake with chocolate and peanut butter all over it. Ugh, so good. And then I get the blueberry crumble and the sweet potato one, and the sweet potato one was straight raw. And I was like to my waiter, I'm like, yeah, so like these 2 pancakes are fine, but this one's raw. And he was like, what do you mean? And I showed it to him, and like the look on his face was like, why the fuck did they send that out? He was like, yeah, let me go get you a new one. So yeah, that happened. And then we did just go peruse around the good old Barnes and came home, played a bunch of BGA. I FaceTimed with my sister, and we were both just like, yo, life sucks. Then I watched more Love Island. I watched that night's episode. Love Island, it has a new episode every day besides Wednesdays, so there's like a lot to be watching. And then I was sad that night because I'm perpetually a sad little girl. So Saturday, I did wake up in the morning and do some work and watch YouTube, played BGA, got McDonald's. We've been really into the like $5 deal that they have. It's basically you pick either a McChicken or a McDouble. You get that, you get a small french fry, a 4-piece nugget, and you're supposed to get a small drink. But I'm gonna be honest and say that we pay like the, however, I don't know, it's like less than $1 more to just upgrade the drink to a large, because truly half the reason I'm going to McDonald's is for that crispy McDonald's Coke. So we've been doing that, and like a McDouble grosses me out, so I take off one of the patties and give it to Chris. So then he has a McTriple, and then we're both full, and it's like $10, which in this economy is a bargain. So we did that, and then we had D&D that night, which was so fun. We had cheese and crackers and tres leches, and it was so fun, as this campaign has been. Just really feel like we're all super vibing with our characters and having a wonderful time. And yeah, it was just really, really, really fun. This session, we were kind of like we stayed in like this one town, and it's so funny because Chris was like, I had so much more planned. I did not expect like that. He's like, I guess because he's like still learning to be a DM. He's like, I guess I just like very much so misjudged how long things would take. He's like, but I'm like hella prepared now. And I'm like, well, that's good. And so basically we stayed in this town and we're like helping this gal Irina who got bit by a vampire, but he chose to not turn her. And it's just been like a whole thing. We had to like, we like ran away from a bunch of zombies. It was crazy times, okay? Then I was up late because again, my sleep has been horrid, tragic, disgusting times. You know? Sunday. I woke up, watched a bunch of YouTube, and worked. Okay, this is the long side. And I started working on sale orders and got McDonald's again. And then I did start reading. I just started working on a new reading vlog, which is gonna be my friends pick my reads. This all stemmed from, I was talking to my friend Shanna, and we were talking about, I don't know, she's telling me to read something, and I was like, I'm not reading that. I'm like, but you can pick my next read from like my physical TBR. And she was like, yes, please, let me. So I sent her a picture of my entire physical TBR, and she picked for me which book for me to read, which we'll get into in a second. And I was like, you know, this would be kind of like a fun video idea, like have like Andrea, my sister, Chris, like all my friends be picking books for me to read from my physical TBR. So she selected off of all my books. She's like, you've never read The Hunger Games? How have you never read it? And I'm like, I don't know, I just like never did. So we started The Hunger Games this night, baby. Oh no, I just ripped my washi because I pull things up like a crazy person. It's fine, we'll just add her back on, you know? Things happen. So, yeah, basically I started The Hunger Games that day, which is yesterday IRL. And I'm only like 4 chapters in, but I am enjoying it. I love the movies, so like I had a feeling I would be a pretty big fan. And I am quite enjoying the book. And then I watched that tonight's episode of Love Island, and I'm just gotta say, no spoilers, but some of these bitches are just so dumb. Like, I just feel like if a man be showing you his true colors, just believe him, you know? But hey, maybe that's just me. If you've watched, you know what I'm talking about. We did that, and then we watched the newest episode of House of the Dragon, which was crazy. Start throwing in the deco, and yeah, that was pretty much that whole week. Nothing else really happened. It was a pretty chill week, just prepping for the sale and working and, you know, those kind of things. Me being mentally unstable because that's just like the usual. But in real time, this week is kind of like crunch time almost. I'm gonna be really busting to get as many sale orders done this week as possible, because next week, Tuesday night, my dad's coming to visit, which is so exciting. My dad has not been here since March of 2023. It's been over a year since he's been here to visit, just because he retired and has just been getting used to the different amount of income and has been like too paranoid to like spend the extra money, which is like fine. And then we're thinking about possibly going home at the end of August, because flights are always really cheap, and Chris's mom and brother really want to see him, and I really want to finish my left arm sleeve, and that would be like my birthday present to myself. So it's like a possibility. We haven't booked anything yet, but probably figure it out this week if that's gonna be the case. Just gotta do the overlay. Y'all, is anybody else just perpetually so emotionally drained these days? I just feel like no matter what I do, whether I'm staying up too late, whether I'm going to bed early, whether I sleep in or whether I get up early, no matter what, I just feel like I'm so mentally and emotionally spent at all waking moments. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 2 of these are gonna need corner overlays, which is fine. I just feel so like, drained. Physically, mentally, emotionally, over it all. You know, it's just kind of sort of where I am at. And honestly, some people on the internet will want to pretend. I just got such a panic that this wasn't recording. Want to pretend that everything is all hunky-dory, but I just can't be bothered pretending. So everything around these parts is not hunky-dory. I am not really having a great time, but hey, this too shall pass, right? Only options is to keep going forward. You ever hear people be like, oh my god, I don't know how you got through that with like stressful things in life? Like I have heard that a lot with like, you know, everything that happened with my mom and such. Like, oh my god, you're so strong. I don't know how you got through that. Like, bro, was there some secret alternative option other than death? Like, there isn't really much of a choice than to just like do it. I love the satisfaction of just pulling off all of the header overlays. Also, hollow has just like plain hollow has been really making a comeback into my life. I've used it, I feel like, quite a few times over the last like 2 months. And it's just so good. Also, real time, we're less than a month till Gen Con, which is one of the only things getting me through to just go and have fun in like a very much so escapism type way with like all the RPGs and the gaming and just being able to really truly disconnect from life. It's like when you're doing the RPGs and stuff, you're not even like meant to be on your phone. You're just supposed to be like in the moment, and I cannot, and I mean cannot freaking wait. Like, I need this shit so bad right now. Oh no, why am I like this? No, no, oh no. Okay, you literally can't even tell that I fucked that up. It's the best thing about glitter headers is like very forgiving. You remember back in the day when there wasn't like glitter headers? It was like to do today little things. What a weird time back in the day planning was, you know. If you go, I have a series on my channel called Planner Graveyard. You can take a peek at all my old planners, and it's craziness. But let's zoom on in, baby. Okay. Obviously, it's looking beautiful because it is. Where are my little things? Here they are. Okay, we're gonna just jump right on in with groceries. Mickey D's. Laundry. And working. Oh, this pattern's so cute with the sprinkles. Okay. So I'm going to be using a ton of my mini little things. I'll let you know if there is full sheets of them in the shop. If I don't mention that there is a full sheet, you can get it on the just like mini icons sheet, or you can request for a full sheet of them. First things first is going to be the grocery cart. And again, this is in regular hollow. That is on the mini little things sheet. We've got the fast food icon, which we do have full sheets of in the shop. The laundry basket, which is available on the mini icons sheet, and then I'm going to use the desktop computer, which is available on the mini icons sheet. Oh, I can never find that one. And as you can see, the mini icons look very cute, even in like labels. I do have my two custom multis. I'm going to go with my standard custom multi, which I have one for every single spread I do, because these are the things I almost always use. We're going to grab groceries, and again, this is font choice 9 in hollow. McDonald's, laundry, and work. Perfect. I am gonna use a movie marquee. It's gonna work out perfect because this is the color that I will need. So we'll pop this just right in here like that. We'll mark filming and reading. Grab this fun little pattern. I don't know why looking at this I thought it was leopard print. It's absolutely not leopard print, but is anybody else that dumb? I'm gonna grab the film camera icon, which is available on the mini little things sheet. Then I'm gonna grab the book icon, which is available on the doodle add-on. And we are gonna pop in film. And I'm gonna grab read from the foil bundle. It'll be in font choice 3. I just like how big it is on these labels. I think it looks so nice. And then I'm just gonna grab Lars and the Real Girl, pop it in the movie marquee. Don't really need anything else there. On to Tuesday, the first thing I will be marking is working. I did a bunch of planning, so we'll pop that in. And Chris and I went to Cobby Bobby's, you know? For work, I'm gonna be pulling, I'm gonna actually be using all of these things are gonna use with doodles from here. The laptop for work, the planner for plan, and the food takeout bag for Chris and I going to get lunch. I will be grabbing plan from the foil bundle. It's in font choice 5. And then we will grab work from my custom multi, as well as a with Chris from my custom multi. Hello. Perfect. With Chris. Okay. Second portion, we will mark that we partook in a good old YouTube binge. This is the pattern for the pink. And then, got McDonald's. And I binge watched the good old television. Okay, so for YouTube binge, we're gonna grab the YouTube laptop from here, as well as this retro TV for the binge watch. And then I am gonna grab the fast food mini icon, which we do have full sheets of in the shop. Then I will be grabbing a YouTube binge from my custom multi. It is straight across, but I'm gonna just like rip it in half and make it be binge, YouTube binge. And then I'm gonna use both the fast food and the binge watch from the foil bundle. Both of these are in font choice 5. Fast food and binge watch. Okay. On to Wednesday, the first thing is that it is the shop's 4-year anniversary. So we'll start with that. And then I will mark that I prepped some food, played BGA, and talked with my dad. Okay, so for Plannahannah's 4-year anniversary, we're gonna use this little cupcake here. I did get nothing but cakes this day, so I feel like that's fitting. Use the cutting board icon from the mini icons sheet. We do have full sheets of those in the shop. I'm also gonna grab the paw from the mini icons sheet, which we do have full sheets of in the shop. And then I'm gonna grab the like smartphone, which is only available currently on the mini icons sheet. Perfect. I'm just gonna get out my doodles. We're gonna grab 4 years here. For my custom multi, I'm gonna grab a cook. For my other custom multi, we're gonna grab a BGA and a with dad. Perfect. Down here in the bottom portion, I will be grabbing that Chris and I went on a little date. I did do more reading. And I slept like asshole. Woo! Love to see it. Okay. So for Chris and I getting food, I'm gonna use a French fry doodle because why not? Use this one there. So all I got was French fries. I'm gonna grab a book mini little thing, which we do have full sheets of in the shop. And then I'm gonna grab some sort of sleeping sticker. I have a bunch of these scribblers with like this purple hair that match pretty good. So we'll pop that in there. I'm gonna grab the date night script from the foil bundle, which is in font choice 3. I'm gonna grab read from my custom multi in font choice 9. And then I'm gonna grab the slept like shit from the foil bundle, which is in font choice 5. Perfect. And that's everything for the first half. And moving into the second half, the first thing I will mark is happy birthday to my friend Mike. And then BGA. And then Chris and I went for a walk. And then I was sad. Sounds about right. For my friend's birthday, I'm gonna use the birthday cake mini icon. Then I'm gonna grab another paw, which there is full sheets of in the shop. We'll grab the sneakers from here to mark Chris and I going for a walk. And then I'm gonna grab a You Are Enough heart from SPC for being sad. Okay. This, happy birthday, BGA. I'm gonna grab the workout from the foil bundle because I'm telling you, going for a mile walk in this 100+ degree heat is a workout. And that's font choice 5. Grab the sad bitch. Perfect. Moving on to down here, we'll use this to mark my weekly besties, hanging out with the kiddos. And then I will, we need you, grab a page flag for game night. And then I came home and I did watch Love Island, baby. Oh, God. I have like this pinchy feeling in my shoulder and I need Chris to rub it. I'm gonna use this kiddo sticker to mark hanging out with the kids for game night. Do I still need all those purpley girls? I don't know. Yeah, we got one gal here with purple hair. We'll grab her for game night. Then I'm just gonna grab a TV icon from the mini icons sheet to mark Love Island. Okay, we have a little besties custom to pop on there. Got a game night custom. Night, game night, perfect. And then Love Island. Perfect. On to Friday. We will be starting the day by marking that I slept in, for sure. We played Mario Kart, which is always a blast. We went to Sneers. And to Barnes & Noble. I still can't believe they gave me a raw pancake. Shit was crazy and disgusting. Anywho, so for sleeping in, I'm gonna use the bed icon from the mini icons sheet. For Mario Kart, none of my Mario characters are really gonna be matching. Oh, I'll just use the Switch from on here. Why not? For us going to snooze, I will grab some sort of breakfasty sticker. Grab this like plate of eggs and bacon. And then for Barnes & Noble, we'll grab another book mini icon, which there is full sheets of in the shop. I'm gonna grab the Sleep In from the foil bundle, which will be in font choice 3. We'll get my custom Mario Kart. Snooze. And B&M. B and N. Perfect. Okay, we will mark BGA. FaceTiming with my sister. I don't know why I didn't just use the Talk to Sis script that I already have, but I don't know. I'm losing my mind. Watched Love Island. So we will grab this. And I was sad once again. Once again, I was sad. Sounds like a broken record, but it is what it is. Okay. For playing BGA, I'm just gonna grab the paw from on here. For FaceTiming with my sister, I'm gonna just grab the phone icon. Okay. For Love Island, grab some sort of television icon. It's like, I have all of the ones from SPC that have like the different streaming network, and it's literally not on It's on freaking Peacock. So there's that. We'll just grab this retro TV, and then I was sad. Grab another You Are Enough heart. Why not? It's good to remind yourself. So we've got BGA. We have got FaceTime Sis. We have got Love Island. Didn't realize that this was separated. Might be. And then Sad Bitch. Okay. Saturday, the first thing I will be marking is working. Hello. There we go. Couldn't get her up. Working, and then YouTube binging. And Dan BGAing. Perfect. Okay, so for work, we're gonna just grab this retro computer, of course. For YouTube, this little purple heart works just fine. And then I'm gonna use the playing card from the mini icons sheet. Grab a work script. Grab a YouTube binge script. And a BGA. We're going to getting McDonald's because we're beyond to the bone. Grab this. We'll use the pink flag for D&D. And then we'll mark that it's up quite late. Do that. Okay. So for us getting our little McDonald's hack deal situation, grab this girl with purple hair. Perfect. And then we'll grab something for D&D. Maybe this color will match. Ooh, yeah. He was at D20 from SPC. And then we're going to use the bed mini icon to mark that I was up late. So I'm going to use the takeout script from the foil bundle. It's going to be shown to you in font choice 6. Grab D&D from my costume. And up late. And then we will simply move on to Sunday. The first thing that I will be marking is YouTube binge. This big old blue boy. And then we will mark working. Okay, so for YouTube, we will use this YouTube laptop, and for work, we will use the packages because I be packaging up orders that day. Grab a work, grab a YT Bingy Poo, okay. Use this to marketing McDonald's. We will use, nope, remove. We will use this to mark McDonald's simply because I did not have a big label in purple to mark reading, and that's really how I wanted to mark it. And then we will use this to mark watching Love Island. And then this for marking House of the Dang Dragon. Okay, all of this nonsense can just go away. So if we're going to McDonald's, I'm just gonna use the car icon. It's another way I use marking going to like fast food because you're just driving there and going through the drive-thru. For reading, I'm gonna grab one of these e-reader stickers in black foil. Then I will use a TV icon for Love Island. And for House of the Dragon. Oh, my shoulder is so ouchy. I just grabbed, this is a very dragon-centric episode, this little dragon from SPC. So, grab a read from here, because I think that's the only other thing I need from that sheet. House of the Dragon, check. McD's, check. Love Island, oh no. The love, missing my love. Love Island, okay. That's everything. Let us zoom on out and I can show you the finished spread. Here she is in full. Let me know what you guys think down below. Thank you to everybody who supported my shop during the 4-year anniversary sale. Be hard at work on those orders. I love you guys and I hope you have a great day. Bye.